Hello, Randy Rain here, and it's time for another TAIYO restoration of a remote control vehicle. The 1/24th scale, I believe, and I've been collecting these. I've done several of these, and now it's time for the Thunder Van, the custom Thunder Van. It's very groovy, got the round bubble windows in the back, got a spoiler on top. If this van's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. So now I just need to bring it back like new. So here I go. So just like any other Japanese toy, on the bottom here, there's going to be 4 screws to take off. Those stand for health, wealth, happiness, and prosperity. It's an old Japanese custom. Dates back long ago of putting 4 screws in the bottom of toys. I put some batteries into this thing and check the lights. That's something I didn't do, and it seems like the lights are working. That's always good. It seems to be running, I think. But I still like to take these things all apart, down to the bare bones. That way I can just scrub them in the sink and get them really clean. Get all that 1970s, 1980s cooties off of it and get it looking nice. There seems to be 2 kinds of these. All of them go slow and fast, but some of them go slow and fast by actually shifting gears. You shift the gears. There's a whole gear system that you're shifting when you flip the switch. And the switch is putting it through a resistor or not. I don't really care for the resistor ones, and that's what this fan is. Some of the screws do 2 functions, holding the motor and the switch. The motor is a nice motor actually, and the gear system is very basic on these that use the resistor. There's a metal gear on the motor, so you don't have to worry about that. And then the other gear is this big nice gear, and those don't really break, at least not for a very long time. But this whole back section here comes apart, and very typical of these TAIYO toys. We have these fancy exhaust pipes here on the bottom, and those can slide right off. The chrome looks decent on those. I'm just going to give those a good cleaning as well. These TAIYO remote control cars have a very unique steering system. I've never seen it anywhere else. It's one of the reasons I decided to start collecting these things. When you activate the steering, they don't do anything or physically that you can see. You won't see the steering turn when you hit the remote if you're just holding the car. But yet when you put it down, it totally works. Because inside is 2 solenoids basically. And these solenoids, they're not pulling the shaft in. they're just making the shaft harder to spin. That's all they're doing. So when you turn the vehicle, you're charging either the left or right solenoid here, and it's putting drag on one of the tires. And so whichever side has drag, that's going to go slower than the other side, and so it's going to make it turn that direction. I mean, imagine going in a boat and you stick your oar in the right side, your boat's going to want to turn right. You stick in the left side in the water, it's going to want to go left. You're just putting drag, and that's what this is doing. And it has to do it backwards when you put it in reverse. It turns just fine without any electricity. So you can see that it doesn't want to turn when you put electricity to it. And that causes drag, and that causes it to go that direction. It's actually very clever, and it really doesn't seem to hinder this thing. This thing books. Wait till you see it at the end. It steers just fine, and it goes pretty fast. And there's a little brass pin that pokes in from the bottom, and then you just put this little clip on there and it stays in place, and that's your steering. And then once everything's clean and once everything's working good, I put it all back together, and you have to solder all the wires back. And people wonder how I remember all this stuff, and well, I have a little song, you know, the yellow wire goes to the pointy section point. That's how I remember these things. And then it's the blue one. The blue one goes on the penis looking thing. The penis. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's not true. I just take a whole bunch of pictures, actually. And I just so happen to have this video that I'm making, and I can always rewind it and have a look. So it's pretty easy to remember where all these wires go. The light section can go back. The antenna goes back. And then the shell can get put back on. And there it is, a fine looking Thunder Van Custom. Now as for the remote, the antenna is broken and I have to fix that. But I like this remote. These are the kind of remotes I like. Even though this one is one that goes forward all the time and there is no stop. So you either go forward, which is fast, and reversed, which is slower on this one, but there is no stop. But if you go on Amazon, you can buy these replacement antennas. Here's the number if you want to look them up. I guess you can look it up from this number. You can just search replacement antenna as well. And of course they're not the right size, so you have to find the right size that's close enough that'll work with the antenna there. And then you just use a little cut-off wheel and cut it where you need. But don't do what I did and just cut it here, because you'll end up with a little piece and zoom. Watch out. Watch out for that little piece. You know, don't do that. Cut lengthwise. Yeah, you got to cut lengthwise. And then that'll get you your little antenna section. And it just so happens, if I cut the other piece off, it fits perfectly in the little section here. So put that back on, fiddle around and get it mounted back on there, and boom, Bob's your uncle. Brand new, nice antenna on there. I think it even extends longer than the original one did. So there it is. It's all working. The Thunder Van, the custom Thunder Van. It goes really, really fast and it runs great, but it goes slow in reverse. And I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. None of the other ones do that. But then again, none of the other ones are like this one. They're also not a van. But it does work. So you ready to check it out? Here it is. if you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this stuff, hit the subscribe button. I want to thank these people right here. These are the patrons. These are the people who brought you the TAIYO Thunder van, the Custom Thunder van. And I want to thank them oh so very much. I couldn't do any of this stuff. I couldn't bring you a video every Saturday without these people. So I thank them oh so very much. And if you'd like to help, there's links and all that stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's the TAIYO Custom Thunder van.
Alright, that's wearing me out.